guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to take you through my check-ins and my check-in with my coach and the feedback that I get from my coach as well. So a bit of a physique update. You would have already seen me first thing in the morning, fasted, doing my measurements, doing my pictures. I'm going to sort out my pictures later on today, or how I do it is I'll film a video of me in my poses, doing my posing routine, and then I'll go through the video and I will screenshot a front shot and a back shot, and then I will send that on to her. And very often I'll send a clip of the posing as well so she can check the posing, but I'll go through that with you later on. I am currently, it's a Sunday today, and Sunday the 24th, and the gyms are closed on a Sunday in Neisner. So I've come to Plettenberg Bay, which is the neighborhood, kind of like beach town, and they've got quite a nice gym here. It's a small gym, but the nice thing about the gym here is they have a Stairmaster, which I love to use. The Stairmaster, well, actually I don't, I hate the Stairmaster but it's the most effective for me and the most appropriate for me right now. Last prep I was doing a lot of running, and I was running outside and I loved it, but this prep I don't want to do the high impact, so I'm either doing the incline, steep incline treadmill, as you saw in the last video, or the Stairmaster. So if I come to Plet, I'll always try and use the Stairmaster, but they've only got one, so if it's free I'll jump on that. If not, I'll just do the incline Stairmaster. And the reason I didn't want to go and do my steps outside today is because the weather is shite, so and there's no load shedding today, so the electricity isn't a factor. So yeah, here I am at Plet, so I'm going to go in there. Oh yeah, and another thing is they have a big I call it the posing room, but obviously it's not for posing. I just use it for posing, but it's like an exercise, you know, a class workout room, and it's got hard floors and big mirrors. So I take my heels and I'll do my posing practice there. So kill two birds with one stone. It's actually a rest day from the gym. Occasionally I'll dabble in a couple of the exercises here on the new machines, but not today. I'm just going to go home. So yeah, so I had my pre-workout meal already before I set off, and now I just have to go and do the cardio. Do I want to do it? No. Am I going to do it? Yeah. Bye! So now I'm going to talk you through how I do my check-in. So with my coach, I check in on their website. It's not dissimilar to how I get my clients to check in with me, except I have an app, and they check in, my clients check in on an app, which is on the phone, but I check in on a website. But it's the same kind of thing. My coach will ask me some questions. You know, obviously my scale weight, my measurements. I submit my photographs. I just remind her when my next show is, and then there's kind of a section where I can ask any questions or tell her about any variables that have happened in the week that will help her to assess like where I'm at and what we need to implement for the next coming week. So I thought I would show you how I do the photos. So you saw earlier that when I set up for my photos, I'll put the ring light on, and then I'll actually just do the posing routine, and then when I come back to look at the posing routine on my phone, then I will just scroll along like so, and then I will screenshot like when I'm in my front pose, so there, and when I'm in my back pose, and then I will send that in on the website. So some people will just take photographs, they'll have a clicker and take photographs, or they'll look in the mirror, or they can see themselves on the phone. But I don't. I make sure that I use this part of the phone, like the front camera, so that, because I don't want to get used to seeing myself when I'm posing, because obviously when you're on stage you're not going to be posing in front of mirrors and you don't know how you look. You have to be able to feel what you look like. So that's why I like to do my check-ins like that, so completely unseen. It's only when I look back on my phone that I can see if I, you know, need more practice, or if I've made any mistakes basically, or something that I need to change. So going to the website, so the day before I get a reminder, so through an email, and then I log on, and then so this is, we can't see it there, is it going to focus there? So this is past weeks, and then I'm actually better to show you. I'm going to show you on the screen, on the web, on the laptop, because you can see it better than on the phone. But I've already checked in today, and I sent her the information that she needs, and she's going to let me know later in a Loom call. So it's a screen share. She can see I can see that she's looking at my pictures, and she can point out anything that she sees. I send her a posing, a shot, like a small clip of me posing, and she'll go through that and tell me if I need to adjust anything. So, and apart from that, she's obviously going to make changes to the meal plan or the cardio protocol. Every 16 weeks or so, 12 to 16 weeks, she'll change my workout split. But I'll tell you what I'm currently doing. I'm going to go to plans. So there's a plans section here, and this is my nutrition at the moment. So I'm down for 6 meals a day, but quite often I'll eat 4 or 5 meals. So I have slightly bigger meals, because right now calories aren't really, really high. They're not really, really low either. It's just to be expected for 5 weeks out. But I like volume, so I like to make them a little bit bigger. So I have less meals, but bigger meals. So my macros, I have a meal plan, but I have a choice. So if she suggests a lean protein, for instance, then I have a choice of all lean proteins. So maybe shrimp, white fish, chicken, things like that. And then occasionally, not right now, but sometimes I have a medium meat on there, and that's your things like, medium fat meat, which means things like a salmon and steak and things like that. Guys, I can really feel this week that prep brain is hitting me. And prep brain is when you're pretty low calorie or low carb and your brain isn't quite as like sharp because you start saying silly things and making silly mistakes. And I feel like that really hit me this weekend. I'm just noticing certain things. So anyway, meal plan. So I have 3 high days a day at the moment. So a high day is I get a spike of carbs, and on those days, gosh, I can't even see this. I need glasses, but I've been in denial for the past year, but I actually do really need glasses now because I'm doing that thing that old people do where I have to put the phone back. So I'm on 152 grams of protein, 125 grams of carbs and 37 grams of fat, and that is 1447 calories, so 1447 calories. That's actually on my high days. On my low days it's lower than that, and the only thing that changes is my carbs. My carbs are like 80 carbs on a low day. So that's like 4 days. 4 days that I'm on low carb and 3 days I'm on a higher carb, and it's 125 grams of carbs. So that is likely to change. Oh no, that's probably not going to change today because usually she'll make changes to food 1 week and then cardio the next week, and she'll alternate like that just so like my body has a chance to like get used to the eating for 2 weeks, because it might not respond straight away in that first week. Likewise, I've been on 40 minutes of cardio for 2 weeks now, so it's quite possible that she might up cardio today because I've been at 40 minutes for the 2 weeks and I've only been on this particular meal plan or these macros for 1 week, and it's not even a full week because she gets back to me late Monday night because the time difference, she's 10 hours behind what I am. So basically on a Monday I'll send my check-ins first thing in the morning, but I just follow whatever she sent me last week, and then she'll tell me Monday night my time what to start doing from the Tuesday. So yeah, I'm pretty sure she'll keep the meal, the macros the same this week, because it was only last week that we started implementing high days and low days. So that's the meal plan, or the nutrition, or the macros. And then my split at the moment with my training is, this plan basically is a 5-day split, but I do 6 days because I can't have that extra rest day. I just can't do it. So anyway, my split is Monday legs, glutes, Tuesday is shoulders, Wednesday is back and shoulders, Thursday is legs and glutes, and what day did I say? Shoulders and light chest on Friday. And then abs and waist training I'm doing as well every day. But I don't really do abs either. So basically, and also at the moment I'm working out legs 3 times a day, legs and glutes. So I'm doing 3 upper body days and 3 lower body days, and I don't do it on those days what she's recommended, because I need to build legs. So, but actually, as the next 5 weeks, as fatigue becomes more of a problem or more of an issue, then I might actually take that extra rest day for recovery, because when you're very low calorie and kind of high expenditure with the cardio, you fatigue much easier, and recovery is very, very slow. So it will just it will actually help me to take an extra rest day to fuel me, or to at least accumulate a bit more energy to go hard the next day. So I probably will start taking that second rest day pretty soon. But anyway, that is my split. So shoulders and back, and upper back is a focus because I want to be wider, because I'm quite narrow shouldered. So I need to build that out, make your waist look super small, and really create that hourglass shape. That is the goal. So that's the training, and then the cardio, as I've mentioned before, is 40 minutes, and that's just 5 days a week. So on my 2 heavy leg days, I don't do cardio to help save my legs. And then what I started implementing myself, which I said to her last week, that I realized that my general activity was super low. I was only doing like 8,000 steps because I work from home now. So apart from the cardio that I was doing, I wasn't getting a lot of extra activity during the course of the day. So whereas when I was in Cayman and I was personal training, I was on my feet all day. So it was super easy just to keep that general natural activity up, and I was going grocery shopping every day, and now I'm much more sedentary. So I said to my coach that I was going to start setting myself a step target, and that has really worked this week. So I like to get out in the afternoon when the weather's good and do a 30-minute walk, and if I know the weather's going to be bad, then I'll just stay at the gym and do it on the treadmill, just flat walking 30 minutes just to get a few steps in. And it's very low impact, and it's not stressful on the body. I could walk all day and my body is good at that. So yeah, it doesn't put my body under any additional stress. It's just literally just raising the activity a little bit. So that is where I am at the moment. I'm going to show you this website properly on the laptop now. Okay, here we go. So this is just a little summary of all of these weeks results here. So this was after my last show, just after. You see how my weight increases. I got to a high of 142 pounds, but actually I did see 144 midweek, and then now it's on the way back down again. Today I was actually 136, so I've been dropping weight every day for a while. And then this is this week's pictures. This was last week's, so she can easily see the differences. And this is why it's important, guys, to always do your photos at the same time of day, in the same pose, exactly the same positioning. You see the lighting is slightly different here because I realized that my ring light was on the kind of the yellowy hue. So I just put it on the white light here, so that's why that looks a little bit different. But yeah, you can see that they're all pretty similar. But oh yeah, and this was obviously when I was in the UK, so that's why the background is different, because obviously I couldn't help that. So yeah, and then this is the information that she asks for, and there's weeks and weeks here. So I've been coached by her now for almost 2 years in November. So we've got so much data. That's all there. But you can go into each one and for several weeks. Look at this. I've only ever missed one check-in, and that was actually fairly recently. But in 2 years, every single week, even when my weight has fluctuated and I've been a little bit off plan in improvement season, I have always checked in. And it was only actually recently that I didn't check in, and it was when I was in the UK, and I actually spent the weekend away in London at actually a bodybuilding event, but I was just eating completely off plan. So that was the only time I didn't check in. So always make sure you check in, no matter how badly you think you look or you feel, because your coach is there to help you. But yeah, I can go down to November of 2021, which is when I started, and all my stats will be there. Everything that I wrote, it's all data, which is going to always help her to know my body and know what to do for the coming week. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show you with my check-in. Okay, so Coach has responded. I think I said earlier that she responds with a Loom call. I didn't mean a call, I meant a video. So that is her, Sam. And she's just going to talk me through my feedback. It's 4 minutes long. And we're going to do a reaction video. So you're going to watch me and we're going to listen to her together.
Yeah, happy Monday. I hope you're having a fantastic start to your week. Thanks so much for getting over your check-in this morning. Super happy with the way this week came together. This is huge, and obviously, weight dropped down 3 full pounds from where we were a week ago. Waist is tighter, hips are tighter. Overall, your physique looks significantly tighter. We're going to push on a couple different things. Actually, since you only did 2 of those carb spikes this past week, I want to keep it at just 2 again this week. And that way we can keep progressing, but I don't want to go any lower than that just yet. And we'll push your assigned cardio up to 6 days this week. So we'll go for 6 40-minute sessions of that moderate intensity steady state. Now, taking a peek at your posing, honestly, like your conditioning, I'm a little surprised that your waist isn't down more than a 1/4 inch because you overall look drastically tighter than last week. I really like that second transition. It's a really good pose for you. This is much better in your back pose. And you can see like shoulders are very balanced. We've got good rear delt development in the back pose, and you can see like how much better the taper looks. And now we have that really crazy phenomenal hourglass shape. This is exactly what I'm going for, so I want you to keep practicing this throughout the rest of prep.
Okay, so you heard it there first from Sam. So this week, so the food has changed because last week she implemented 3 high carb days, but because of the time difference and because I only want to do them on leg days, I only got a chance to do 2 of them this week. So because I only did 2 this week, she said, okay, well, don't do the 3rd. We're just going to do 2 again this week. So yeah, well, I had 1 today, so that means I've only got 1 more this week. So that's a little bit of a change. And then cardio has now been increased to 6 days. And again, I was trying not to do cardio on my heavy leg days. So now one of those days I will have to do cardio as well as legs. So that's just, it takes a little bit more to recover from. And then that's it really, but she's really happy with how I'm looking, and that's so nice to hear from her because she isn't the type of coach that kind of blows smoke up your ass. Is that the saying? She doesn't at all. She's very reserved with her praise. So to hear her say all of that and how pleased she is with this week's progress, yeah, it's just really good. So only 4 weeks of pushing because you can't really count a peak week, the 5th week, because usually you're refeeding. So, and also I'll be traveling a lot. I'll be traveling over to the States and it takes like 2 days to get there. So we're not counting that week as a push week. So basically 4 weeks to dig really deep now and get lean. We're going to get shredded. So that's it. I'm going to end the video here. Thank you for listening. If you got this far, I know this is quite a long video. Please subscribe. They're going to keep coming now all the way to when I go to the States. So yeah, if you want to subscribe or like the video, if you liked the video, comment anything else that you want to see, and I'll speak to you soon.